So anyway, and folks like, you just said this, and you know how people get in your comments, we want to talk mess, you ain't nothing happening. You just, all right, could carry on, do you? But I'm letting you know, BRICS is a thing. BRICS, by the way, for those of you who don't know, is a conglomerate of countries: Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. Okay. And recently Saudi Arabia joined, I think Venezuela joined, and some others joined. And the whole idea about BRICS, Carmen said, can you explain? You try to explain to somebody, they're not hearing you. Right. See? And basically what they realized was, the United States is doing all this buffoonery, all of this trickery, all these shenanigans with their dollars. And because every other country has to use American dollars to buy oil, it unnaturally inflates the value of the US dollar. Okay, everybody, because the United States made a deal with, who was it? Saudi Arabia? They made a deal with somebody a long time ago about who the only way that anybody could buy oil was if they use US dollars. So they made that deal back in the 70s, the petrodollar. There you go, Carmen. Come on. Okay. Over 200 countries have joined BRICS. Wow, I didn't know it was over 200 now. God dog. Okay, so let me finish the story. Okay, so a long time ago, the US dollar became the petrodollar. So that way, any country, whether it was China, whether it was Argentina, whether it was Mexico, if you wanted to buy oil, you had to take your Mexican dollars, transfer them into US dollars, and now take the US dollars to go buy you some oil. If you were in Argentina, you had to take your Argentinian, I think they have are they on pesos? I'm not sure. The Argentinian dollars, transfer them into United States dollars, and now take the United States dollars and go buy oil. Okay. So it artificially inflated the value of the US dollar. So now that BRICS comes along, they're sitting there like, that's crap. What they doing? They're doing all this quantitative easing. They're doing all this quantitative tightening. They're doing all these shenanigans with the US dollar. Okay. They're just printing more dollars, and the dollars aren't backed by anything, because remember, it's a fiat currency. It's not backed by gold. It's not backed by silver, because Nixon took the dollar off of the U.S. gold standard long time ago. I think it was 1971. So at that point, it became a fiat currency purely. Okay. And it said it had value because we said it had value. Okay. So now BRICS comes along, and they're sitting there like, we need to create our own dollar. We need to create our own money, because the U.S. dollar is crap. And we see it coming. Okay. So that's what BRICS is. They created their own thing. I heard it's called the unit. Like our dollar is called the US dollar, and the Mexican dollar is called the peso, and the Chinese dollar is called the yuan, and the Japanese dollar is called the yen. I heard BRICS is called the unit. That's what I heard. I haven't confirmed that yet. All right. So they are using the unit, and they're using other currencies to buy oil. They're bypassing the US dollar. Kenya did it. I remember somebody else did, and I was like, ooh, look at them go. All right. Okay. So what is that going to do? It's going to make the US dollar go down in value. Why? Because ain't nobody buying the US dollar. I don't need the US dollar so I can get oil. I can go straight to the oil people and just buy oil with my money. So what that's going to do for the US dollar? Okay.